Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn the law of surds. Surds, as I already told you, all the irrational numbers. That means the square root of prime numbers like root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, 2 root 3. So the numbers which has a square root on the prime numbers, such numbers are called as irrational numbers, or in broader sense we can use the term surds. So how we are going to add surds, subtract surds, multiply and divide? So for that certain rules and laws are there. Let us learn in details. So let us see some examples of surd. What is a surd? Root 36. We know 36 is equal to square of 6. That means 36 is equal to 6 into 6. So when we have a square root of perfect numbers, or we can say when we have a square root of a number which can be expressed as the square, then the square root goes. So root 36 is equal to 6. Root 144. 144 is the square of 12. 12 square equal to 144. So root will go and the answer will remain as 12. Similarly, root 4 is equal to 2. Root 9 is equal to 3. Root 16 is equal to 4. Now root 2. 2 we cannot express as a square. So this root 2 is an irrational number. So its value is 1.414 and so on. It is a non-terminating decimal number as well as non-repeating. As I have told you in the previous video, the rational numbers which has the expression of non-terminating and non-recurring. So those rational numbers we call them as not rational numbers, we call them as irrational numbers. So this is an irrational number. Similarly, 3 under root of 21, if you solve it, you will get the value of 2.76 and so on. The above roots have exact values and are called rational. So see, the answer of these numbers, they don't have root. For example, the first answer is 6, second answer is 12. So these are rational numbers and the downside are irrational numbers, or we can call as surds. So sometimes the question might come as fill in the blanks. Irrational numbers are also called dash. Then we have to say irrational numbers are also called as surds. Now how to add and subtract surds? There are some rules. Let us learn in details. Adding and subtracting a surd such as root 2. It can be treated in the same way as an x variable in algebra. So adding and subtraction is similar like linear equation. How we are going to add variables, in the same manner we can add surds also. Let us see one example. 4 root 2 plus 6 root 2. Now how to add these two surd? 4 root 2 plus 6 root 2. As we can see here, root 2 and root 2 is common. So let us take root 2 as x. So the first one will become 4 into x. We are assuming root 2 as x. So 4x plus, again this is 6x. Why x? Because we have taken root 2 equal to x. So 4x plus 6x. So if we add 4x plus 6x, we will get as 10x. Now what was x? X was root 2. So answer is 10 root 2. Let us take one more example. This example is of subtraction. 16 root 23 minus 7 root 23. As root 23 is common, let us take root 23 as x. So we will get 16x minus 7x. So 16x minus 7x. So how much we will get? 16 minus 7 is 9. So 9x. And what was x? X was root 23. So answer is 9 root 23. Let us take one more example where both addition and subtraction are there. 10 root 3 plus 7 root 3 minus 4 root 3. As all have root 3, let root 3 equal to x. So the first one will become 10x plus 7x minus 4x. So let us add first. 10x plus 7x will give us 17x. Then 17 minus 4 is how much? 13. So 13x. And what was x? X was root 3. So answer is 13 root 3. Okay. Now let us learn the rules. Rules of multiplication. How to multiply two surds? Root a into root b. As we have seen here, we are multiplying two surds and both have different values. One is a, other one is b. So in that case, we take a common root and multiply both the numbers. So root a into root b is equal to, we take a common root and then we multiply both the numbers a into b. Let us see some examples. Root 4 into root 6. We will take a common root and then we will multiply both the numbers. That means 4 into 6 will give us 24. Root 4 into root 10. Take a common root and multiply 4 and 10. So 4 10 ja is 40. List the first 10 square numbers. So let us learn the squares of first 10 numbers. So 1 square is 1. Then comes 2. Sorry, 2 is not there. Just omit this 2. So 1 square is 1. 2 square is 4. 2 is omitted, okay? Don't take this number 2. So 1 square is 1. 2 square is 4. 3 square is 9. 4 square is 16. 5 square is 25. 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, and 10 square is 100. So these are perfect numbers. So if I take the square root of perfect numbers, we will not get irrational number. The answer will be always rational. Say for example root 49, the answer will be 7. Root 100, as 100 is a perfect square of which number? 10. So answer will be 10. Root 64, 64 is the perfect square of 8. So root 64 is equal to 8. Let us learn some more ways how we can simplify square roots. Root 12. Now if I factorize the number 12, I can write as 12 to be 2 into 2 into 3, or we can say 2 square into 3. So you see here, if I want to simplify root 12, we must split 12 into factors with at least one being a square. So you have to factorize this number 12 such that one should be square. So 12 we can write as 4 into 3. So the root will be both on 4 as well as 3. So what is 4? We know that 4 is a perfect square. So root 4 will give us 2. 2 into root 3. So answer is 2 into root 3. So students, remember, when we have a big number inside the root, we have to factorize, and we have to express the factorization as the square. So 12 is 4 into 3. Why we wrote 4 into 3? Because 4 can be expressed as 2 square. Then only we can get rid of the square. Root 45. We can write 9 into 5. So what will get? Root 9 into root 5. Now 9 is a perfect square, so root will go, so answer will get 3 root 5. 32. We can write 16 into 2. So root 16 means it is the perfect square, that is 4. So answer is 4 root 2. Root 72. If we factorize, we can write like this: 4 into 18. Now 4 is again 2 into root 18. Now root 18 again we can break as 9 into 2. So 9 again is a perfect square, so root will go, will get as 3. So 2 into 3 into root 2. So if we multiply 2 into 3, we will get 6 root 2. Or we can say like that, 72 we can write 36 into 2. Now 36 is a perfect square of which number? Of 6. So directly we can write 6 root 2. Let us simplify some more problems. Okay, the first one, root 20. So 20 we can write as 4 into 5. So 4 is a perfect square. So perfect square of which number? 2. So 2 will come out. 2 root 5. 27 we can write as 9 into 3. 9 is a perfect square of which number? 3. So 3 will come out. So 3 root 3. Similarly, question number 3, root 48. 48 we can write as 16 into 3. So 16 is the perfect square of 4. So 4 will come out, 4 root 3. 75. 75 we can write as 25 into 3. Similarly, 25 is the perfect square of which number? 5. So 5 will come out. So 5 root 3. 4500. So when we have such big number, we can separate zeros and the number. So 4500 we can write like this, 45 into 100. Okay, now 100 is the perfect square of which number? 10. So 10 will come out first. Then 45. 45 is 9 into 5. So 9 is the perfect square. So of which number? 3. So 3 will come out. So the previous 10 and this new 3. So 10 3 ja 30 root 5. In the same manner, root 3200 will get as 40 root 2. Okay, let us simplify some more questions. Root 20. 20 means 4 into 5. So 4 is a perfect square. So 2 root 5. Root 18. So 9 into 2. So we can write as 3 root 2. 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So when we multiply two fractions, remember the numerator gets multiplied with the numerator and the denominator with the denominator. So 1 into 1 will give you 1 and 2 into 2 will give you 4. So answer is 1 by 4. Question number 4. 1 into 1 is 1. Root 4 into root 4. Remember, when we multiply the same square root twice, then the root gets removed. For example, root 2 into root 2 is always 2. Root 3 into root 3 is always 3. Similarly, root 4 into root 4 is always 4. Whenever we multiply the same root twice, 2 times, the root goes. So this point has to be taken into consideration. So while solving problems, we will require this concept. So the rule which we have learnt now, root a into root a is equal to a. When we multiply the same surd or the same irrational number 2 times, the root goes away. Let us see some examples. Root 4 into root 4 is 4. Root 13 into root 13 is 13. Now let us come to a very important topic in which we are going to learn and solve lot of problems. Rationalizing surds. What do you understand by the word Rationalizing. Rationalizing means converting from irrational to rational. For example, if I want to convert from root 2 to 2 or root 7 to 7, then that process we call as rationalizing. So while solving problems, the question comes to rationalize surds. So how to rationalize surds we will learn in details. Let us see one example. Root 2 by 3. We have to always see the denominator. If the denominator is a number, then the fraction is always treated as it is rationalized. That means we doesn't want to change from irrational to rational. But if I see 5 by 4 root 7, this type of fractions we have to convert to rational numbers. We will learn in details. Now how to rationalize? While rationalizing, we have to apply the formulas or the rules which we have learned, like root a into root a is always equal to a. This rule is very important. We are going to use this rule as the foremost and important rule for converting irrational to rational numbers, which is also called as rationalizing surds. Let us see one problem. Suppose the question is rationalize 3 by root 5. Means we have to convert this 3 by root 5 to rational number. This is an irrational number as root 5 is irrational. So what we will do? We have to multiply the same root 5 both in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Same root we have to multiply in numerator as well as the denominator. Now see, what will be in the numerator? 3 into root 5. So numerator is 3 into root 5. Now what is denominator? Root 5 into 5. I told you when I multiply the same root twice, root goes away. So denominator is root 5 into root 5, that is how much? 5. And the numerator is 3 root 5. So now this rational number or this answer is a rational number. So we can see how we have converted an irrational number to a rational number. One point you have to take into consideration, we are always observing the denominator. So now see here, denominator is root 5, now it has changed to 5. That means this irrational number has changed into now rational number. Don't bother about the numerator. Let the numerator be in root, no problem. Always we have to see the denominator. So this is a very simple example to show how we can convert irrational to rational. Let us try one more question. 3 divided by 2 root 7. In the denominator, the number is 2 root 7. So 2 is already a number. whereas root 7 is an irrational. So what we will do? We will multiply both the numerator and denominator with this irrational number, that is root 7. So root 7 in the numerator as well as root 7 in the denominator. So the answer we will get 3 into root 7 is 3 root 7, and you just see denominator, root 7 into root 7, root will go, so what will be left? 7 and this 2, or we can write as 3 root 7 by 2 7 ja 14. Many a times students commit one mistake. What they do? They directly multiply 3 and 7 as 3 7 ja 21. So don't commit this mistake. We cannot multiply an irrational number and a rational number. 3 and root 7 will be only 3 root 7, not root 21. Let us see some more examples. 10 by 7 root 5. So same thing, root 5 is rational number, so we'll multiply root 5 both sides. So 10 into root 5 divided by 7 root 5 into 5. So we'll get 10 root 5, and root 5 into root 5 is 5. So 5 into 7. So answer will get 10 root 5 by 35. Now we can cancel this 10 also with 5. So 5 1 ja 5, 5 2 ja 10. So answer is 2 root 5 by 7. So these are some of the problems which you can try in the home. Okay students, we will stop up till here. In the next video, I will teach you some more different types of problems which involves expressions and how to convert such expressions to from irrational to rational numbers. Thank you.